What's the name of these again? Blueberry?
Banana.
Banana?
Wait, blueberry, banana, oatmeal muffins.
Okay. I don't know
Blueberry,
if I can remember
banana,
that.
oatmeal muffins.
Blueberry?
Oh no, just say blueberry, oatmeal muffins.
Okay, I can do that. Hey, Jeff Flatto here with Melanie Roberson again. We're going to do another recipe. Blueberry, banana, oatmeal, muffins. I'm getting older, so I have four words for me to memorize.
It's a lot of great ingredients, so it has a hard time. I have a hard time narrowing it down to my favorite ingredients. So it could be all of those things. Blueberry oatmeal muffins. Let's just call it that.
It's got good. Tell me what you just said earlier about what every ingredient has what.
Okay, so I love actually all my recipes, but these blueberry muffins, I'd love that every ingredient has a job to do, a healthy role, a healthy job for our bodies. So that's important to me. I asked him what a biscuit could do for you, and he couldn't answer that.
No, not much. Yeah,
happiness.
They are tasty, but yeah.
So let's talk about oatmeal. What is that good for? Heart health.
Heart health.
Let's talk about bananas. We know these have potassium. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the potassium, and I love bacon with bananas because this is a natural sweetener that I use. Yeah. Okay. We're not going to use any refined sugar in this recipe.
Number one fruit in the world.
That's right. So we're going to do 4 ripe bananas.
Ripe. Remember that.
Ripe.
Don't get
like
the green.
Browns on there. No green. Okay. That's very important.
And if it's a little brown, it's not going to hurt it.
Not going to hurt it. And I got another trick for you. When you have ripe bananas in your kitchen, and you're not making muffins, don't throw them away. Freeze them.
Yeah.
And you can use frozen bananas for this.
Yeah,
I
you
love
can
them.
make shakes or whatever.
Oh, shakes! Just don't throw them away. They're gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so start it out with
somebody else does
4 ripe bananas. Then we're gonna add our wet ingredients. Another wet ingredient that I love that has a major health role is a flaxseed egg. Have you ever made flaxseed eggs?
No, I'm not familiar with flaxseed egg.
Okay, that makes me happy that he doesn't know a flaxseed egg. Okay, you could add 2 eggs to this, but we just made 2 flaxseed eggs. And what you do is you put 2 tablespoons of flaxseed meal in a cup with 6 tablespoons of water. And you mix that up, and I just mixed it up already because for time purposes. See how thick that becomes?
And
that's your
egg.
binder.
Okay, so that serves as your egg then.
And why do I love a flaxseed egg? Look how pretty that is. Because that is full of fiber.
Yeah.
We need 25 grams of fiber a day in our diet. And that is what most people are deficient in, is fiber. We're just not getting it.
Yeah.
So this is another way to get
Chips doesn't have fiber.
Chips does not have fiber.
Biscuits.
So we're going to add that fiber, and you're not even going to taste it.
Yeah.
It's just a binder to hold everything together.
So it's a hidden value.
It's a hidden gem there. Yeah. So that's a flaxseed egg. You can Google that if you forget what I say.
Yeah.
But I keep
2 tablespoons of that, and then
mix it with a little
5
water.
tablespoons of water.
I keep this in my pantry. That's one of my staples. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to add 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil.
Now, what I'm impressed is that Melanie has all the numbers on the recipe. She's got everything, the cups, the tablespoons. I'm not good at that, but she's got it memorized.
Well, I do.
Did you make this thing up, or did you?
I've had this recipe for a long time, but I've shared it so many times. You have to be specific.
Well, after you make it, sometimes you learn it. Yeah.
You do. So 1/4 cup. You want to make sure your coconut oil is melted because it usually comes solidified in the jar. So you want to make sure that's melted.
So we nuked that in the microwave and got
that softened. I'm going to use 1/4 cup of almond milk. You can use any nut milk. Your favorite nut milk. I'm using 1/4 cup of almond milk. I'm using the kitchen table's favorite vanilla. Yeah. Would you say, Kennard, is this one of your favorites? Definitely. This has so much flavor and aroma. This brand of vanilla flavoring. I'm going to add a teaspoon of that.
What brand is it? Nielsen
Is that the bean paste, or is that Madagascar?
That's what I was looking. I think I grabbed the paste, but I don't want to add. Oh, here we go. I'm just making myself at home, if that's okay. So we're going to add a teaspoon of the liquid, if I can open it.
Here. Let me see.
We're not supposed to have any bloopers.
No, we're good. So a teaspoon. A teaspoon of
I mean,
vanilla.
that smells so good, yeah.
Real
Okay, so
vanilla.
we're going to add a teaspoon. Actually, let's do 2 teaspoons.
Is this extract then?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's just is really rich. Why would you like this over regular, Kennard? It's just...
It's a lot more expensive. It's worth every volume's more flavor. I mean,
way more flavor. Okay, so 2 teaspoons there. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup. Okay? Like I said, no refined sugar. Maple syrup's got to be pure. Does not spike your insulin.
Really?
That's why we like it. It's more of a natural, and it adds a little bit of flavor. But the bananas are going to be your main sweetener in this.
And you got 4 bananas in
You got
there.
4 bananas,
So
and only 1/4 cup of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's all the wet ingredients. So we're gonna turn our Vitamix on.
Okay.
It's got to be a high-powered blender. I highly recommend the Vitamix.
Does it snap anywhere? Or
yeah.
And we are going to.
good?
Blend that like a milkshake.
There it is.
Stop. That didn't take long. And now we're going to add our dry ingredients.
You're just going to mix it right in here.
I'm just going to mix it right in there. So our dry ingredients, remember we talked about oatmeal, how healthy that is for your cholesterol and your heart health. We're going to add 2 cups of oatmeal. If you can find, and if you are gluten-free, you can get gluten-free oatmeal.
Yeah.
2 cups of that. Okay, I'll set that aside. And then we're going to add 1/2 cup of coconut flour. Have you ever cooked with that?
Yeah.
It just adds another dimension of flavor. Let's see, I probably need to. Does that look like 1/2 cup to you?
That's about 1/2 cup.
You think that is? Okay, so we're adding 1/2 cup of coconut flour
Good
to
eye.
it. Right, set that aside. We're going to add just a pinch of salt. We're going to add a teaspoon.
Gotta have salt and everything.
Gotta have salt and everything. We're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. We're going to add, I love using pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
I mean
that smells
cinnamon
good.
or pumpkin spice flavor, but pumpkin spice has just it all together, and that's just kind of a one and done thing. So we're going to add about a teaspoon of that. Does that look like a teaspoon?
That's a teaspoon.
That's a teaspoon. Doesn't it
Better
smell
than a candle,
good?
yeah. You just,
Okay.
You keep that on,
So
your
teaspoon
table
of
and smell
that.
that instead of burning a candle.
All right. Another thing we're going to add that I love, we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of chia seeds.
Chia, okay.
That's another fiber-rich food that we need. Also has protein in
Peyton
it.
eats chia seeds.
And gives you energy.
Just raw. He eats
It does.
like sunflower
You
seeds.
probably put them in. I put those in my oatmeal. I make chia seed pudding too.
Really?
You'll have that recipe's on my website.
We'll have to do that next time.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we can do
Are you
it.
gonna invite me again?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that is it with the dry ingredients.
Yeah.
So now we're just
gonna
gonna
mix it again?
mix those dry ingredients with the wet ingredients.
You tell me, ready?
Go. Do a little bit longer. See, that was easy. So you want to make sure that the oatmeal is invisible. You do not want that to be lift it out.
Okay.
You do not want that visible.
I got you.
Okay. Next thing, we're gonna fold in because we know that we don't want to grind blueberries up. You want those to be whole.
Yeah.
In your muffin, it just is. I like them to burst in my mouth when I'm taking a bite. I just
You
think
need
that's so
this
good.
in there?
I do need that. So this is a 1/2 cup. I keep frozen blueberries in my freezer.
Freezer,
do you cook with blueberries, or do you eat blueberries?
I eat them. I eat fresh.
It's another superfood. So yummy,
So this
yummy,
is
yummy.
a frozen product, right?
These were
These look
frozen.
pretty good.
So you're gonna fold those in.
Yeah. Folding means not
Folding means
don't beat 'em up.
break them.
Yeah,
Don't
because
beat
you want
them
them
up.
whole when they come out.
And then we're also going to add some
Walnuts.
chopped walnuts. Now, if you're allergic to nuts or you don't like nuts,
Leave it out.
just leave that out. They're just as great without them, but I like nuts. Do you like nuts?
I like them. I like
Okay,
walnuts.
so half a cup of those. And again, we don't want to chop these. I like these to be kind of,
Yeah, those are big.
yeah. I just like a big crunch in it.
You want to get it mixed well so each muffin gets the
Yeah.
right amount of.
Exactly.
I remember there was was it a Seinfeld show or where the guy? No, it was a Casino, the movie Casino, where he said, "I want 4 blueberries in every muffin," and the chef says, "I don't think we can do that." And he says, "Figure it out. 4."
Well, you know,
Micromanaging.
you actually could fill the muffin tin and then add the
Add the
blueberries.
blueberries, yeah.
That would work.
That's what that guy had to do.
Okay,
or he's
so
gonna
now-
get killed. So.
Okay, so now we're gonna spray our muffin tin with coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
And I do not like to use paper liners. I like the muffins to have a little bit of crust.
What kind of, is this a good pan, Kennard, the USA?
It is, and I didn't see you doing that. You don't actually need to spray any because it comes with a silicone coating on that.
Is that
USA
gonna
pan.
ruin this pan?
It's fine.
You want me to wipe it out?
Let's take that off then.
Well, that's just the way that's made. It has a silicone coating on it. If you don't spray any spray on
Here,
it,
look.
it'll hold it for years.
Okay. Wow. Okay, look, we're gonna take that out.
I'm taking these.
See, this is why I love being at the kitchen table.
But I like,
This will be a good clip in
I'm
there.
all about coconut oil and all
We're
that.
not gonna take it out. We're gonna
Okay.
use this.
So if you don't have, you
It's gonna
need
be
to
a good
come to the
flavor.
kitchen table and get this muffin. I'm gonna be leaving with one of these muffin pans.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
You
that.
bought this one.
This one's mine.
Kennard said you bought it.
So if you don't, you're gonna spray with the coconut oil.
Kennard's sitting over there going, y'all are ruining all my
Hilarious.
equipment over here.
I should have known. He's got
I
all
knew
these
it. I
secrets to
didn't- yeah.
cooking things.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're gonna just
Look,
fill.
if you buy this thing here, you don't have to buy Pam anymore or coconut oil. You got it. And so Kennard's saving you money.
Wow, love it. Okay,
Right?
so we're
I
just
mean,
gonna fill
Look at that.
these, and I might need a smaller spoon.
You want a scoop?
That probably, I don't know. This, you know what? I probably can just.
Look, this may work.
I'm not in my kitchen, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like.
Let me
okay.
help you.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's done this once.
Is that too
Perfect.
much?
No, you kind of want to get them to the top. They don't rise that much
Yeah.
with
Maybe
these
more
natural
than that one.
ingredients.
I don't think I got enough in that one.
But yeah. Let me see if I can do this. Look.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
here
make
we
it
go.
pour it in there.
Here we go.
Oh,
Let's
look
do
at that.
this.
Look at the blueberries. They're beautiful. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So what's it supposed to yield? 12 or is that?
It should yield 12, and it really depends on the bananas, how big they are,
Yeah.
and you know, sometimes I say the weather has a.
Yeah, bacon's a whole different
Do you
ballgame,
think weather
man.
affects that? It
Yes,
just does.
it does. Humidity, the heat, the coolness.
I like for it to yield 12, and it
Yeah.
usually does. So we're gonna, and while we're doing this,
Yeah.
we have preheated the oven to
Yeah.
375.
375.
You always want to start with the preheated oven. And another thing, I love like natural ingredients. They just don't take long to bake. Like these are only going to bake for 15 minutes.
Really?
Approximately 15 minutes.
Perfect.
So
Look, it's gonna make 12. You can get it all out of there.
I can. I need. You know what? I need a spatula.
Spatula.
Where's that? Here we go.
Yeah.
Got the spatula.
There we go.
And we're gonna enjoy these. I love a muffin a day, just like I love a salad a day.
There
To
you
me,
go.
a muffin's a warm hug.
Muffin for breakfast, salad for lunch, and then lentil soup for dinner.
And you're covered,
And
right?
you got the black bean brownies for dessert. Life's good.
And the black bean brownies, that recipe's on my website too.
We talked about, you know, if you eat sugar all day or drink Cokes, and I mean, nothing against anybody, but if you get away from sugar and you start using natural sugars, the first time it may not taste too good when you're getting away from it. But if you transition into it and start getting healthy, then it takes you time to do it. It's kind of fun to source the ingredients and then make it. And then once you get in the habit, then you'll notice that things taste better to you, and even things that you thought were not that good are good. Just like a raw carrot.
It's so true.
It tastes good.
I tell people all the time, the more vegetables you eat, the more you will just really crave them.
Yeah.
It's just so true. There's
Yeah.
so much truth to that. I mean, I'm proof of that.
And it's simple. A lot of times, it's simple just to steam some broccoli or saute some asparagus or whatever. You
Right.
can come up with all different ways to
And-
keep it healthy. So use coconut oil or use avocado oil instead of using butter.
Right.
Butter's okay, in small amounts. small amounts, but not gobs of butter sauteing and adding to baking, because a lot of times you do a recipe like this, it's got melted butter in it, or you don't have that in here.
Think about it. There's 1/4 cup of oil in 12 muffins.
Yeah.
And it's healthy oil.
Yeah.
So, okay, look, let me tell you why you do not have to top these with strawberries. I just think that it adds another level of color and another little bit of just makes it pretty, because these are not so pretty.
I was wondering what you were going to do with those, because they were sitting there. And
raspberries. I keep raspberries and strawberries.
Yeah.
I always have berries, and I just think they make them pretty.
Yeah.
Another thing that I like to add on top is just a little bit of unsweetened coconut. I like to sprinkle. Look how pretty this is going to be. And it's going to make it like a little crunch, and it'll be brown.
Yeah.
So it makes it pretty. We'll see what
Unsweetened coconut.
Unsweetened. And so everything.
You ever use Bob's Red Mill products? You ever seen those?
Yeah. This is Bob's.
I
Mill.
met Bob years ago.
Are you
so he was at
serious?
he'd be at the fancy food show. So
Oh my
I think he's
goodness.
still around.
Okay, so those are oven ready.
There we go.
We're gonna pop these in the oven.
We're gonna pop them in.
And we're gonna set our timer.
Yep.
For
15.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna taste one of the muffins, the blueberry
Banana, oatmeal, healthy muffin.
healthy muffin.
Mel's healthy muffin.
Melanie says she has one of these a day and a salad a day, and then an entree, and then black bean brownies for dessert. So here we go.
That would be wrong, but I do love a muffin a day. Did they taste sweet enough to you?
They're sweet. Yeah. But the fruit is what's good, because it has a different texture than the muffin part itself.
So like Jeff said, you said
And the strawberries.
You said at first when you're eating healthy,
And the walnut.
when you're reducing the amount of sugar that you're usually taking, something like this that is sweetened with natural ingredients may taste different at first, right?
You may not, it's not going to be like a Snickers bar, but I think as you wean yourself off of that and you eat this, it'll definitely suffice. You'll find that it's better and you'll live longer. That's the key.
That's the key.
So, balanced eating method kind of is pushing you in that direction where you're doing the eating part. So we'll talk about that. So that's what whatever you put in your body matters, whether it's bad things, good things. So you've got to eat healthy to live longer, I think.
That's right.
You may get run over by a bus tomorrow, but at least you had a good muffin before the bus hits you. So.
Well, the thing with the balanced eating method, a lot of people are uncomfortable with new ingredients.
Yeah,
okay?
I think
so bacon with a banana as opposed to a cup of sugar is different, right? But that's what we teach our clients, is we teach them, number one, clean out your produce drawer, clean out your pantry, and then we tell them what to restock with. You're going to want to have oatmeal, you're going to want to have coconut flour, you're going to want to have your chia seeds. A lot of people don't even know what's a chia seed, right? All of these foods provide you with nutrition, with fiber, with hormone health benefits. For me, I mean, I woke up and I'm in my 50s. So what drives me to do this and excites me about sharing this with you and your audience is just that it can be fun, and I want people to experience the amount of energy that I have at my age. Yeah. And I don't want to not ever have energy. Yeah. I want to be able to ski down Tomahawk with Kennard in 10 years. Yeah. Right, Kennard? I'm all in. I mean, I want to be active with my grandchildren one day, if I'm blessed enough to have that.
Make sure you're behind Kennard coming down the mountain.
No, I'm going to be, well, yeah, Kennard's probably, are you straight shooter all the way down? But I just want to have, I just don't want to give up. I want to fight the fight, and food is a big part of that.
It's a big part, because you're taking it you eat it 3 times a day at least, and it's going in your body. So you're taking it in, it's like air, and you got to have good quality food. So, and this tastes good, and it's really good. I wouldn't just say that. And look at that. So now we put the muffin. Look at the blueberries.
Look how pretty.
And these were frozen, so you could use fresh, but these are frozen, so you can keep that in your fridge. I think what you're talking about the recipe is, well, if you go to most recipes, there's sugar in there and egg and butter. Mm-hmm. So it's easy. There's new recipe books, and you're doing something new, but it's not always there. So you got to kind of search for it, find it, take the time, and then get the ingredients in. So it's not going to be easy at first. It may not taste, it's good, but it may not taste what you're used to tasting.
Right.
If that makes sense. but as time goes on, it will, because I'm a perfect example. Because I know when I eat something that's not really good for me, the next day if I go eat a piece of celery, it doesn't taste so good. But 2 to 3 days later, the celery's good again because I got away from the bad stuff. So I think that's the analogy I have for it. To your company, the services that you guys offer, what do you? So we talked about what you're, I guess what the deal is, what you're trying to get across.
Right.
What do you guys? Where do you want to be in 10 years?
Where do we want to be in
this?
10 years?
Yeah, I mean, what is the next step? So you get a lot of people signed up, and then you just keep doing new recipes, or you just keep researching the food. Is that what?
We're constantly learning.
Yeah.
And just navigating through aging. And Deanna is my friend and my partner. She created, her program is called Balance.
And how old is she?
She is in her late 50s, and to know Deanna is to love her. She's full of energy. She's just full of life, and she and I both practice what we preach. I mean, this isn't something that.
But you're also in that age group, what you're talking about.
Right.
So you're not like 30 telling people that are
Right.
50 what to eat or
Right.
what, you know what's. So you're doing the experiment,
We're doing it all.
and you're seeing that it works.
It works.
In your life.
It works. And
Right.
I'll tell you how I know it works. Not just because I feel it and I'm living it. My blood work is a clear
Right,
indicator
yeah,
of it working.
that'll be the tale to take.
So
So
that-
what about people, like testimonies to you coming back? Do people say, oh, this is really, we're really,
Well, our balanced eating method is new.
it's new, yeah. So
But
when did you start that?
We
Was it
kicked that off in January.
Okay, so
so
it's
it
brand
is
new.
very new, but
Yeah.
where the success and the response has been overwhelming, quite honestly. It's been great.
In your first round, you had over 100 people, is that?
We had a large number in that
Yeah.
first round, and then we do a round every 6 weeks.
Okay.
So Deanna and I are we both love to share the way we live, and we just love inspiring women to live their best lives, and nutrition is just a huge part of that. And so
So this is
that's
not
it.
like a snake oil salesman, you know, where they got some new kind of, you know, you see a lot of things and you hear a lot. If you listen to podcasts, oh, I've got this new product these guys tell you about, and it's like, okay, is it? Then you hear somebody go, that stuff's nasty, it's not good.
Right.
It doesn't have the nutritional that. So what they're going to give you the information is that it's going to be beneficial for you, so you're sitting here trying the food,
Right.
and it tastes good, and it's got these things in it that you just saw. And
Right.
I think that's the key.
Right, and we do it in 4 weeks. It's a 4-week journey. So if you were to sign up with me, the first week is going to be cleaning out the pantry. Second week, we're going to restock the pantry. Then we're going to give you all the recipes that you need and the recipes are in the app.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to have all that stock ready to make the recipes that that you have in your kitchen, the ingredients the new ingredients.
Yeah.
And we tell our clients to start with 2 recipes a week because you don't want to become overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But you know, if you just started with the muffins,
Yeah.
and you make these
And it was easy.
3 times, guess what? It's like brushing your teeth.
Yeah. And if you got the stuff, then you can start taking those ingredients and using for other things. I guess that's how that would work when you
Exactly.
start saying, I've got the chia seeds, now I can do this and that. So I
Right.
think,
That's
and
it.
you may come up with your own recipes, or you may see something somewhere else that you find in a book or whatever that can help you,
So true.
you know, eat more healthy. And I think that's what your guys' goal is to create a good lifestyle.
It's just fun. It's fun.
What is Deanna? What is her?
She's a health and wellness coach, and so she teaches her clients how to live their best life, and like we talked earlier, navigating through the hormonal changes that we all experience as we age, and so she coaches clients to do that. And then that's where we both jointly do the balanced eating method.
But she wasn't doing the nutritional.
She was not before me, and that's how
How'd y'all
we
meet?
worked together. We just met through some friends,
Really?
mutual friends, and just hit it off.
And she lives in Birmingham.
She's in Birmingham. But now, you know, I was telling you earlier, during the pandemic, we learned how you can do so much from home.
Yeah.
So our clients, we have clients from all over the world, surprisingly. And we meet with them on Zoom calls, on the app. We have a community on the app where we're constantly corresponding with one another.
Yeah,
so
the app's good.
It makes
that
it
way,
so convenient for anybody.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So,
Well, I think it's it's a fantastic idea. I think giving people the wherewithal to do it, and then getting their pantry fixed, because I think what you say is you get the pantry cleaned and then restock, because you got to get these items in there.
got to get them in there.
Then you can start doing all the recipes that you need.
That's right.
And go from there, and then you're living a healthier lifestyle, and then that's what the mission is of your company.
That's right.
The balanced eating method. So you go to melshealthylifestyles.com. Just go to that website, and you can get all the information. They've got an app as well. Go check it out. And do you have you don't have the testimonials, but go check it out and see, and go do it. And if you're looking for something different and maybe make a new start for this year, although we're already into February, it's still not too late. Actually, it's probably maybe better to start now, because when you start in January, it's kind of like you're under the pressure, and you go, oh, I didn't do so well.
You still got time for spring break.
Yeah, now you can. Yeah, you want weddings or spring break. You want to lose a little weight.
But let me say this. This is good you're saying this. Our way, the balanced eating method, is a lifestyle. It's not a diet.
Right, yes.
There is no diet word to this. I mean,
this is a commitment.
It is a lifestyle forever. We're teaching you how to live long-term, healthy eating habits that last for life.
That
it's
you
not
can
like,
make yourself.
Yeah, it's not like I'm on a diet, I need to lose weight for my class reunion. Or I've got a wedding to go to, I need to lose my middle section, but after the wedding I'm going to go back to eating.
So your other message is that you really need to, why are you doing these things? Not just for a diet, but to live better. So to encompass all those things into one, and to live longer. I mean, that's what I guess that's what everybody wants to do. So most days, anyways. So, well, I think it's fantastic. I wasn't real, I didn't know what it was exactly, when I heard about it. I knew that the black bean brownies for me were a hit, because I said I don't think that's going to taste too good, but I ate them and
they're hidden in there.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're hidden in there, just like the Chia Seeds hidden.
Tell us a couple more recipes you like that'll be in that program that they're going to be.
Okay.
Getting.
Oh, this is a great thing. All of our recipes for our new clients, because we don't want to overwhelm anyone.
Yeah. 5
ingredients or less.
Yeah.
And so we teach you the recipes with 5 ingredients or less. We also teach you how to build a plate, what your plate should look like.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite recipes is stuffed bell peppers.
Yeah.
You see that one a lot, but you can stuff those with quinoa. That's an ingredient that some people may or may not eat. Do you eat quinoa?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, I love it. That's an alternative to rice.
Yeah.
Which is it's more nutrient dense, has
Very
the fiber.
healthy,
It also is a plant protein. So protein's important as we age, because we lose that muscle mass as we age.
Yeah.
So, and we want to be able to keep those muscles so we can
be able to lift all these products you got to get.
Exactly.
Chia seeds are heavy. You got to be able to pick that 50-pound bag up.
Chia seed pudding, surprisingly, is really great.
Really?
Chia seed pudding is, you mix, you said using the same ingredients, you're going to use almond milk or nut milk mixed with chia seeds and vanilla.
And that's it?
Kennard's vanilla.
Yeah.
And you mix it, shake it, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and you've got your chia seed pudding.
I'm going to have to
It's
try
amazing.
that one.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well,
so
excellent. We I think this was a really good segment. We're trying to go healthy. So we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
And we'll have you
let me come back.
Yeah, we'll do when you get a new hot recipe, then we'll do it again.
I would love to.
Yeah,
This is so much fun, Jeff.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Great job. Great.